Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another review of another video game. And today we're talking about The Last of Us Part 1. There are games you play, and then there are games that stay with you. And The Last of Us Part 1 is one of those rare experiences that doesn't just entertain you, it haunts you. Originally released in 2013, The Last of Us changed the gaming landscape forever. It wasn't just another zombie game. It wasn't just another live-action adventure title. It was proof that video games could tell stories just as powerful, if not more powerful, than film or television. Now, nearly a decade later, we have The Last of Us Part 1, full remake built from the ground up. But the real question is, does this remake justify its existence? Let's talk about it. I won't spoil anything major here, but if you somehow haven't experienced the story yet, you're in for something special. The game follows Joel, a broken man surviving in a brutal post-pandemic America, and Ellie Williams, 14-year-old girl who might just be humanity's lost hope. And what makes the story so powerful isn't the infected. It isn't the violence. It isn't even the world. It's the relationship. Watching Joel slowly open himself up again, watching Ellie chip away at his emotional walls, it feels painfully human. Their conversations, their arguments, their quiet moments, they feel real. There's an authenticity here that most games still struggle to replicate, even now. And yes, I know exactly what was going to happen. I've played it before. But somehow it still just hit as hard. That opening sequence, still devastating. That ending, still morally complex, still uncomfortable, still brilliant. Now let's address the most obvious change. This is not a simple remaster. This is a full remake built to match the technical fidelity of The Last of Us Part 2. The character models are stunning. The facial animations are on another level. Subtle eye movements, micro expressions, trembling lips, the emotional weight of scenes is amplified because the performance feels even more lifelike. You can see fear in Ellie's eyes. You can see hesitation in Joel's face. The environments are richer, denser, more detailed. Abandoned cities feel truly decayed. Nature slowly swallowing more. Lighting plays a huge role here too. Sunlight piercing through broken windows, flashlights cutting through pitch black hallways, firelight flickering against cracked walls. It's beautiful in a tragic, broken way. And when paired with the incredible score by Gustavo Santaolalla, the atmosphere becomes unforgettable. Excuse me if I mispronounce that name. When it comes to the gameplay, this is where opinions get interesting. The core gameplay remains faithful to the original. This is still a slow, methodical, survival-focused experience. Resources are scarce. Ammo is limited. Every encounter feels tense. But the remake incorporated mechanical improvements inspired by Part 2. Combat feels smoother. AI behaves more intelligently. Movements feel more responsive. That said, this is not a full gameplay overhaul. You don't get the prone mechanics or dodge systems from Part 2. And honestly, I'm okay with that. Because the simplicity works in its favor. Combat is messy, brutal, desperate. You're not meant to feel powerful. You're meant to feel like you're barely surviving. And when you're crouched behind cover with one bullet left, listening to infected clicking somewhere in the dark, that tension still works perfectly. The score of this game is beautiful. If you play this game with headphones, good luck. The sound design is phenomenal. Distant screams, echoing footsteps, the horrifying clicks of a clicker lurking nearby. It's immersive in a way that keeps your shoulders tense the entire time. And again, the music. Minimalistic, melancholic, haunting. Gustavo Santaolall's soundtrack doesn't overpower scenes. It lingers, it breathes, it lets silence do the heavy lifting. And sometimes silence is scarier than anything else. Is it necessary? Now we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Did this game need a remake? The original still holds up. The remaster on PS4 was already solid. So why remake it? For some, it may feel unnecessary, but after playing it, I understand. This version aligns the first game technically and visually with Part 2. It makes the experience seamless for newcomers, and with the massive popularity of the HBO adaptation, it gives new players a definitive way to experience the story. Is it revolutionary? No. Is it transformative? Visually? Absolutely. Emotionally? It was already transformative. Some of the themes you may come across. What makes The Last of Us timeless isn't just its presentation, it's what it asks of you. What would you do for someone you love? How far would you go? And at what point does love become selfish? Joel isn't a traditional hero. He's flawed, broken, self serving, and yet you understand him. That final act forces you to confront your own morality. It doesn't give you easy answers. It doesn't hold your hand. It trusts you to sit with the discomfort. Very few games are brave enough to do that. So, is The Last of Us Part 1 worth playing? If you've never experienced the story, absolutely. It's essential for you to actually understand where the story is going. If you're a returning player, though, it depends on how much the visual overhaul matters to you. But one thing is certain, the story still stands among the greatest ever told in gaming. And experiencing it again in its most refined form reminded me of why I fell in love with this medium in the first place. Some games entertain you, some games impress you, and then there are games like The Last of Us Part 1. Games that stay with you long after the credits roll. And that is why a remaster still matters. That's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I will check you all out on the next episode, in the next game review. Until then, that's it from CD. Shout out. Peace.